Yo, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, badi ngono. Assalamu alaikum alkontom bake alkontom. Ngai mandal kana nyim platform mo ngam this is the first time defum kana ka program ko nyim platform mo to. Bari nya je nara ka nyin ka jaki jang nde nyin ka jaki la non nam main platform mo to. Bawo bina men ka chala malafi aita platform mo to bawo manke platform kuti ndela un na stance la fa ko la kacha yin ko me alon ka be discourse kan banko kan danteng na personal thoughts me alon ka man affiliate whatsoever with UDP party wala ya sabo manta UDP TV media na ta jang pour ka yin discussion o yin ka samba na jang and to make that very clear. Okay, so follow left ka main address that is to the Gambia police force na police force being a video la jeme alon ko it's very worrisome It's very, very, very worrying. Video me alonko abota mobulo kono iko imamo lomo ikafa Musa boto saidi. This is not the first time, this is not the second time. This has been happening ever since. But I have not done the Adama Barola. Ako ala Adama kafinyo malom. But memu kuwa nyinti Musa ka manya menke ning abe kawandola walanto na domoroke akono fata ay sibla kilinto. Ye kamera londakang insulting other religious leaders, insulting other elders. Ake neng, ake balu neng. Hanmen fong li muso dila ake bele neng, ake komo bele neng. This is one part me alonko I really tagged the Gambia police force. Kajeko, let them take an action against Musa. Ni Musa te ala kamande nya falin nano. Let them take an action against Musa. We cannot always be controlling damage. Ku me alonko abeke kan ninyan na ka na stand nyinta wato menna ngatara muting funding quota da afuta tembe tembo me alonko it's already caused a damage ngafumbo what damage in control. That is why we are wasting our resources in all ways. That's why muka effective no in any problem solving muka any effectiveness sort of no akono because nkasile fu problem mo aita I would have stake the state mayor lonko I think kele already ngana funding ngafo komunko ngaklem komunko we are trying to work on this pruka je komunko ka problem mo nyin ka control no Musa bodo saidi eko almamo le mati eko Islamic funko le mati scholar le mati for tujere ma fon lomba but combo south Musa ka funding ka Gambia la alfalu neng in the name of Nindino, ikamolu kumandike neng, ike la komo beneng, amoka dangoto, hanmen fongoli la musodi wala, wolbe innocent nyameng, aka wol fongol bele neng akono. Na yafo ayesembe mansala. Well, that's why I made a post today, and I tagged the Gambia police force. Musala video compilation olom. Different videos, nyawolel combine yoka. Purka je komonko to put Gambia police force into light about Musa Bemenkeka. Musa Lakuo Ning Amanke Wotun, we are not going to talk about this. Personally, I have no business to do with Musa. But you know, whatever has to do with maintenance of peace in the Gambia, Wanyan Nakamobele concern. And that's the only reason why Musa Laning is really worrisome. It's really worrisome. Musa ka funting kamo beneng. Ne Musa ning mol disagree dino la kuoka. Instead of your funding, I mean, talk with wisdom. Give them the evidence. Ibajala kumonko iba understand ala kaya for. But Musa ni mol disagree anytime Musa will come out insulting those people. I will religious leaders will kawal ne dol bigi wol sa defang wulu no le fang. Dol bigi wol se ka fa fang fulamotila. Musa ka funding akawol neng akawol bawol neng akela family bene menya loko de innocent and ben foli la musodi wala. Makin you understand no nyin nakrala and he is insulting these people in the name of Islam. In the name of Islam. Being a video I was really scared. Nimbebe ke kan Gambia Bangkok and this has been happening for so many years. IGP, the police, many alonko wolle nyan naka concern nyin nakatambi moped. They are keeping quiet on this. Dol nyan nakakarang. From other countries, many alonko this religious problem. I met someone in so many African countries. Religious problem is never an easy conflict. It is never an easy conflict. Nemusabe ala almameyala wallanto amuskola leti. As a preaching kenola mamone. As a preaching kenola amukamol banning. As a preaching kenola amukamol alfaning amukamula mola lambella. But Musa kabula mola lambella kamola alfaning akamol komo bene. Amakadamoro even those many alonko ye dimudi wo marila purka afudu. Musa ka wol alfalu bene menum fongol matalong wol fongol jamabigi wol fatale bi. Eko ni ka mol la fama fur monen. Mol ke fama kendo ifama wolioni mol fanambane nale. Is that the Gambia and don't laugh tamena because no attempt at the end of the day abina mona samala na wolo mu jungle justice mo bebe luwa mtale bulo kono. Assuming that Musa ka funting aka mol alfal neng atagaje ko mo wol futale. Mola alfa mo ila alfalet. But Musa mukadeng alfa mo damane Musa alfa nenne wo alfa komo ayewoneng wol fanang komo ani men fongol bora wol balaya beneng ay si amurad wala aya foko a kawoluneng because any man agree on it. That is nonsense. That is nonsense. So IGP it afla komuke many video because so many media platforms initially yesterday and today. I only hope and pray that these people are really going to take this seriously. Ya Musa mutaba ya caution. Musa ningati dahala mone wala Musa manke Gambia de mutinga memfomoy. A manjara ka Musa bonding ka murundi ala banko ka, but ya Musa caution. Ya Musa kumandi ya caution. Gambia ntolma won need. Religious conflict ntolma won need. Dino la kelo ntolma won need Gambia banko ka. Nem Musa mu ala dino ataka memfasa. Fabe kala fansun sunnati, fabe kala wahabalti, fabe kala morleti, fabe kala fengalati. Umanke mola consent. The consent is ni Musa bala dokuola ayala kawandoke. Ninga bala karandirola ayake. Ninga bala almamea la ayake. Ini molia different opinions on a certain issue. Woman mean komunko iba world na. This ongoing issue may along kabeke ka memuning let me not even call it FGM. Female sunna. Nying female sunna na sungulini wala nyu sunno kuo me along kabeke chaka nende. Musa ye video bondi wala. That is the latest video Musa ye memfontende. But look at people Musa ka melu kumandi ake neng akela musi alu neng ake ila wulula alfangul neng simply because what belief tangine la kumunko nyaka tuta walando sunno anyan nakadang Gambia bangkokan ni wal ko sunno nyan nakadang Gambia bangkokan Musa ye mu right leso to kafunting kawol alfal neng kawol fangul neng kawol la ko mo benen wala manyan nakela hanning ayatara num menu ka wofo kumunko sunno nyan nakadang Gambia bangkokan musol la sunno nyan nakadang Gambia bangkokan hanne men ka wofo Nini wolman kambem kula. Al-Quranu evidence ol sambe na bang. Scientific evidence ol ning ata nungo wol kay fonsen bendi wala. Evidence ol sambe na bang kumungo ablay fati yake nyaman kifar. Ablay fati nden na muka agree and he is not my problem. He is not even one of the scholars that I trusted in the Gambia. Bari alakacha jibe ay menge kerfatu. Very constructive. Ay londo ay wala tamandi je. Yangi nen kamel bela Dr. Ture kabring another kerfatu. I discussion wo menkije I evidence ol ben kamana the claim evidence kaje ko mungo why FGM walanto female sunna mune asabung ajawiyata I said njay si ka said Touré ayala evidence ol landi menka kabring imam fatinat ablay fatinata afane yala londol samanang I said Touré la claim solo I refute and they made a lot of sense in it. Ni yala kachala mo ifong kalon ko mong mem fo essence bal mekje ablay fati la kachala yala mo krefati kalon ko mong essence bal mekje mune jawyata Musa de be funti la be molu banen enen dro mo fo Aïssa Touré wol hanni fendige hanni Musa abe sire Gambia nyawnya ni nyama man Gambia horoma man Gambia bunya bara mulla Gambia alfal bunya bang nama wo alfal bunya no Musa yala kawando ke bang ayedai kamolu banen kamolu fawol nen kamolu wulula nen kamolu komol nen ning ayak dola bi sama sekeno abakala dola wolte dahala mul we are tired of hearing this kind of nonsense in the name of Islam ikatara mul banenka ning ayatara nonko you know what you are talking about. You can bring in your evidence without insulting people, without inciting violence, religious violence. Gambia, we don't need that until we have serious problems many years ago. This should be of concern to every single Gambian than bringing in nonsense insults of based on religion and whatsoever. Adaka dino ma mo ya mari pruka je ko mun kay funti ngamol neng ite ba funti libe mol bawol ne be mol fawol ne be la funkol fola ke ya ni la musu yal fol ite ko ite mo alma molet ite ko ite ka dinni wala karan ite ko dinni wol men karandi ya expect bo dinni wol be daji ko sot la nyaadi because you are their role model. They hearing you talking nonsense, talking rubbish every single day. So IGP, the Gambia Police Force, this is your responsibility. It is your duty to make sure Gambia is safe. It is your duty to make sure that all this nonsense extremists here bonding the society, especially somebody, he is not even a biological son of that land. Another Gambia. We have Gambians, many alongo, they are scholars. Many alongo, they are family against this FGM, this female sunnah. They're in support of it rather. But we have very good scholars, many alongo, they go out there, radios and online TVs, constructively with evidence. Yalandi without ke mangula mola kamo bane. And the worst thing is nabe ban drola. Akatara lorin jama wala kono. Akatara lorin jama wala kono. Kudubo kono. Kamol bawol wuri kamol alfal benam koma. That is rubbish. And the Gambia police force, this is your responsibility to make sure that you caution Musa. You caution Musa and let him change his ways. Ni Musa tala ways ate wol falina no. Al Musa londi luala. Luwa maka mo febo no. Alkana je ko mongo Musa nenga bala kudubo dati la kaita ndi ko mongo akamansa le fasa. I think Musa knows what he's doing. Wale asabu ngaka nyinke. Musa knows what he's doing. Wale asabu ngaka nyinke. Enough of Musa Boto said ilakumo. Now let's get into ndala topic wala faka memfonka jaja. Wala mu musolla sunnoti. Musolla sunno mu topic oti me alongo it's really sensitive issue. Ula me alongo a sensitive tabakel. Bawo mulla ado itafale bawo bondila wonya. Mol dal tamenna imoka kupi kan wati kileng ya fako be bondila wolt. Menu fana ya lonko iko amanya naka bondi. Wolfana ibata la domandi yani domandi osam. Ndela lo nya momenti akuwenye kono. Ntolbe mu adati olelti. Nse tubabu karon ke nyaw nyara ni nyama. Wala nton se arab karon ke nyaw nyara ni nyama. Kukiling mbe danta menna. Kukiling mbe kambenta damento. Kukiling that mbe men share in common. Wala munna adult. Now, these traditions attached to certain points. Some of them will don't dino kono. Dolbiki hansay wol manduna dino kono follow. So wala sabung ado ate ni bala ku woka chala keke ku baka because yajele hani meni alon ko je aletu wa karam le karanande. Fankamaya ni be fankamaya kontila. One of the pillars ekadata ni damentola wala mu molla adoti. Ni man ado so ila fanko ka dasal hanni ikata munati ila fanko akadasal. Ni man ado ni ma te soto ila fanko akadasal because hanni tatali ye naful ma ye wala soto. At the end of the day, ila nafulonying, you cannot utilize it positively because if I utilize lanyadile, you will end up promoting other cultures, and those cultures will never be who you are. What culture to fight against you using your own resources. Wala sabung ado at lok work sensitive bagel. Ako be kacha kang Gambia bangko kan mulbe diam kangala. People are given their opinions. Wala sabung bi intamantan na platform mo pur kanyang kunyang kachaje because this is my personal opinion on this issue. Konga sa fenyame ndela giro to nyimanya na kala kele ku fonti nyimanya na kala nyusa ba ku fonti ning ayatara nunko kuonyin abenu nyame Gambia banko kan kabiren kuno hani janding tumume ya lonko nsavole sanji tansaba ko ma sanji muwanni fenko ngamo ile ka fuko mun ko dol ka kel ngamo ile ka fuko mun ko dol mukat bare moni momo ka ben sate kono yaning because munakira amakala di nyol samba sunnoto moni momo ka ben sate kono yaning simply because munakira akala din sungri ni wala ka wala samba sunnoto. When has this become a problem to this point that religious leaders are insulting one another because of musolla sunno nko alingam fongo dahandi bangambia kuol men yalon ko nyanna kala kacata din kawol kacaba kuol men yalon ko nyanna kala ntol fongo li kamfa koti men nyanna kan kamfa wol mu kan kamfa men manje kamfa koti wol kan dol kamfa nyina sa ndol la ko sometimes ni ajibe ndro kat lorin dula kele mulato betirin kala drum betirin kala mukata no dula mukata no east mukata no west ndafuta la south north wol yandanne moluko itol be dimul sambala sunnotole moluko itol be dimusol be sambala sunnotole katum ila adolom adomi yalon ko ada bambandi ngolom. Look, musol la sunno manke ko mongo traditional ado da mati bari aliye dina tiol moyle men be kachaka ay dino fanam male so sayin dina ada male mati ando hanin almamol men yalon ko ka fuko din sungutol nyan nakatale wol ye fongo da handile da wala pat wol ye fongo da handile wol ko nimbe lafte yake nimbe malafi ikanake. Now the other side I started to do wala mafonga it's where no problem was sort damento and I'm not blaming them but what I'm saying is this muneba sabule tol ba pusla ka foko mongo kawo ban completely wote kala no Gambia banko kan kaje ko mongo ka sunno yin ka ban niaje ngofo menu ka sambanan kaje ko mongo anyan nakakele ikela dalilul sambanan dola culture be nyame kudol be keri ni wol dunde la family kono akake malolati amuka alfadul fonglutu jama ko ka boru jelela andu niajibe to be frank enough even adol men yalon kaletu wa karam you will agree with me in the part dinati yol kadamento complain dinati yol kabol damento wala mu the super sensitivity nature of nimmo manta fonkoto but nyindol fanan kadamento foko monko niama risamba ika disruption o men sambaye nang ala matrimonial life nyin kono it be sense make le but sang for isa balance yalon ko ku mo manya nakata fo ya fo ba samun na mola right la ikoye ko ye right dilale ye right sotole me yalon ka danta point z le ita fo le bitala no le to point me yalon ko is above the point z ni yo ke be sala dole la right kam wala ni problem mo ni be samana musol la sunno that is the female sunna abel ki kan no Gambia banko kan bari mona na mamoy ko ye mo samba kasola mona na mamoy ko ye nyineke mona na mamoy ko ye nyineke because ye mol bulale what ilafsa ka menke iyake nimme no malafka ke yatuje but kabri ye damara ka foko mon ko nimme yake be sorona look at I ben samana Gambia bankoka and that is point me yalon ko yasoro all wrong pour ka nyinta ka criminalize amanya na ka criminalize mo manya na ka boy moka nimme take le kanaki nimbe ke ka nyawnya ni mona na mamoy ko ye mol samba sunnoto afata kabri ba samba kan sunnoto mona na mamoy ko be mol samba kan sunnoto wala asabu amari fara sunnoto to babul menu called mol threatening because I saw so many nonsense posts many along ke but from the other how to call it, you know, from these westerners ke da fay Gambia la parliament can that they should approve this, they should criminalize FGM and wala mo ano in party ning to babul ndonga da fay la kuolto zafole ko na masal mu ko hanyela fango na mol mu ko hanyela fonke da fay la kuolto bar ken linke jang ken linke ka kafule kewo ka kewo bulo mutale aya samba choice ya foy kata ge wedding dala bar hani tol fongol la jang ila dina nyato ngol mu ka songala dina nyato ko jamal be je ben yalun kay mu ka songala jang kewo nin kewo e futu muso ni muso e futu ibi ke kande ba dina nyato ngol jama baraka dam le bi jang men yalun ko na fongol la muti fada sol la muti men mu ka song imuka so ye futu ila choice olto muso yi muso bulong dana da futu jang choice men be jang ni ayata non ko kemelam tan ko non to ni ko non do be muka son ka futu sidi tiam muso ni muso tembe muka futu sidi ge ke ni ke teme ke muka futu sidi ge so ka kan ni civil fongoleti wedding net mune ya samu because they have their culture, they have a culture that they want to preserve. But aside the culture, the reason why their fathers, their religious leaders are concerned about it, involved in it, because Yajala Kumungo, it is immoral. It is against the teachings of the Bible. It is against the teachings of the Bible in their view. In Gambia, we are also religious. We have our Bibles and we have our Quran. Being alone the Kumungo, in each of these religions, they refute immorality. They do not support anything Mayalongo is against the will and the dictates of God. So ning abe wole nyama. FGM aketale during the time of the prophets ko yafa nyame. I'm not sure about the Bible because I'm my Bible lolo. But nyindo nyi ngawolon. So ning abe wole nyama. Lua nata lua me yalonko conflict lebe nyinku nyinkono. Anyan nakelale amanyan nakela. Anyan nakelale amanyan nakela. Now fine. Muli ifangol dahandi ko. Let's make sure nimben lafra kake iyake. Nimben malaf kake ikanake. Ibajalo ko tanati jang. And the good thing is almamolo they vow. Na dina nyatong kolu they vow komonko ibakata lale kamolu karandi. Ikamen foko ngansimbalu kan ngansimbawol karandi ibesambalaro yin kala nyamen, and I am a living witness to that. I can testify for that these imams are trying so hard kaje ko monko kamul karandi nyilla nyan kala nyamen nyoka na jabo kana nyofa ndela dindingolo kabring lafta ke samba sunno. Of course I did it because ndemo I strongly believed in this sunnah. Believed that simply because ngajele ko monko anyan nakala, but imanya nakaki fana ye dindingol tora pour nyin kamala sama problème men beta rela matrimonial homes. Kabrin parita kake I called one imam nkai imam be kumandira lafte tonya fonye tonya me alonko yemel long dino kono e kana nyako no jibe yeto nya fonye ini ala tema nkai ko sunkutu ni wala sunna to ta ite ni ala tema imam abenyadile nkai ko imam sunkutu ni wala dina to ta sunna to ta ini ala tema imam abenyadile ngala moy ay londo funtende ay qur'ano funtende ay hadithol funtende ay betande nana akonyo ko niaje kafo komunko aketorale tumando tonya amambalang akonyo ko akenya tumando akakenya men fahambalia nyin kamala ngasimba la karala tumando akatambi bulule akonyo ko bari akebalia womanyan na kela amafanyo junube beje akonye amanyan na kela wala munyanti ko it is advisable to do it if you can, provided that ye ibakala in a right way. Puru nyimfana kamala ko, you do not go against dindi nyimfana nasama puri yo fananta yo fanantinya. So these religious leaders are really trying. Ndena akachata wole nyama afango sacrifice ta ani ay moto jo abota fu kombo akunyiko mfango bitala fu santoto mbitala alla suwo kono je ni be dundula sunnoto mfango betala lorin jele mba jele ko anyanna kala nyamen ko dino ya fu nyamen ay kewo nyama, and he did that. Ay moto jo kabo kombo kata fu kiya atata suwo kono lumende nyana ka dinul samba afango bulate no kan anita ta belorin fo je dinul dundu sunnoto woto nying almamul bakata kanne andunga lonko they are ready to tour the nation kaje ko mongo to teach nangan simba lu lambang fonnu ning ibitala loptano leto bang many alonko they are going to be practicing it kaje ko mongo ke karandi ka foye anyanna kalaten. So ndama mena wonya nakela kujawti ni menu takela alhabulagi bang alkanake albololamu alka altakela albololamu andung aseke no motal kula andung almanjuni be fanan soro nengal make but men fanan ko bakela mune ba sabula atal be kuntula won nyaaru alko wol takela nyim manke foro sekuti iko ni takela problem tije no problem andi manjuni be fanan soro ni bakela yake bang bari nyinum dol fana mandangote ko hanne abekela, they will make sure that they have a guide, because he can nonsense to him memfai FGMC, that nonsense like female genital mutilation and cutting is all nonsense, because woman raki kan ninjo yimoto woman raki kan je so sunno iko ni bakela falhamdu isabara jo soto niake ni takela falhamdu bari manjun be fanan soro so ndema mera wo jarta nyinna fukara ka foko mongo de you are going to criminalize that law albesel ka mul kande, because ado kanga fanyamen ado is very important in every person's life. Mul muka feyela ado amange mo fin kundati to kunda belamu Indian kundalo. This is one of the reasons why Indians all over the world, they stand as role models for all the third world countries, because Indian uja drawd and near America allow Indian Hindu dressing. That's what ibajala wole betarla in most cases. Wala katarela, you see them inila o makol wala katarela. That is their identity. That is who they are. That's why mulke sude, and that's why you can see India, and that's why hani mukodila sado. They don't joke with their tradition. They don't joke with their culture. That is who they are. That is what represents them. Ndolfana na ado na culture sako ado me yalon kanin na dino memun na ada bati aning way nyo male ni kay be mol balla kawoke ibe fidnol mamandila banko kan ibe fidnol mamandila, and nyimmanke fonka foko monko dina card lebe nyola, because I've seen some people many along they trying to divert this entire issue to that interreligious backlash or whatsoever. This is not about that. Ni moment wolo nyinti ko mola ado ni ko ibakala masa gunda fong se funtin na misal fe they can encourage people ka je ko mo kana nyingfanga. I'm sure they don't want to involve themselves directly, but ngajela of course yes cital already we have seen the deputy speaker May Alongo, he's a top official within the ruling party. They made it very clear that they are going to make sure that this law remains criminalized in the Gambia, which is unfortunate, because to me, as far as I know, I think itola position on yana kakementi wala mnyenti ko nite député lu encourage la no for one simple reason wala mnyenti ko mongo molla ado ni ke besela kan ini mol ka du nyola, and I'm sure that they don't want to experience that during their tenure in office. But we all know Sidinjaya most of the times when he talks, Sidinjaya Nadiam Takadiam Adam Baro Toyala, Walanto Yemenkacha Akadiam Kolafo, which is unfortunate. Kafundi Nankaita and the Komongo, this law is going to remain criminalized in the Gambia. Now, let's assume that they fought or they fight Kaje Komongo, this law remains criminalized in the Gambia. How about if Molu ila Kano ila Adoe, when they go ahead, Yening Ado Walanto Nyusuno Nyenda ya practice? What is going to happen? Near luck, what is going to happen? We all know how extreme most of our, people, could be. They will go to the street. And what are you going to do? Al-Mamul, many alonko, Imam Ratifol Lalmuit, Waleta Silokang, Ekebe demonstration or La Munea Sabung, Ebe Molumurakam, because he had Dino Bar. Are you going to throw tear gases on them also? Are you going to kill them? Why not you keep silent? Let it go to the parliament first before you are going to come out with that preconceived mindset to make it very clear to people that this is your stand, this is the stand of the government. And this is why most of it, Islamic scholars, I feel like the government really wants that nyin luwa abe banna Gambia la ni momo idum samba sunnoto ibe soron nale. So nyine masa kundala lo kawanti. Bari ndela yamarobe kalamenti. Alinka na sele nyokan. Nyimmanke forose kuti iko ni ilafta kela dindemul samba sunnoto. Ye samba bang. Ni malaf ke samba sunnoto. Abula je iman junbe fana soto. Junbe ta safale but ni lafta ke samba ye samba. Anu menu fananko inyan sunnato ta nyanna ka kele iko iba jelale ko sunnato ta anyanna kala nyamen ay ke nyama anyanna kala nyamen ay ke nyama kana je ko mongo e ka ke nyala nyama pour sama ay dindi wol fanan tora wol fana ya fale baw kala ando ngalon ne ko nani almam rati folo ika kuma mem fo ika bara wala le ajama ika bara wala le ndemantra almam rati support kanyam ko ngafu jan Nko Ablai Fati kawando ke kerfadula. The Ablai Fati man kana problem with ngafo jan. And I'm going to repeat that. I'm gonna problem, and he is not one of the imams many alonko. I have a single atom of trust for them simply because of comment da kono but mantra kon. Bari I kacha menge kerfad. Anata gila sitagi I londo tamandi amammo neng amambula nyindol fanana. Wallahi amambula han mo lage. Andung ay kuma fuje wolongo. Aya be landi anin dalilo le kam iba fola ko imalla ay dalilo memfo imalla wala bari aya be landi dalilo le kam. So what is saying nyindol be balanen iko itol be lorin damante be lola wolto kat nyindol be damante ko itol be lorin damante be lola wolto kat nyan naka compromise nyoy saying nata neutral basis bang nko nimmel lefta ka ke yake nyim ko mo nyana ka fuda parliament fangol because nyim manke okuti nimmel lefta kake yake bang ye direction o di bang ko anyanna ke laten ne bar ni lefta kake isake anin loi saratol ye tarlangala nimmenu malafi kake mbadin kanake iman julbe fanan soto iman dum mo kasida iman julbe soto. It is that simple. Sometimes abira wunyana ka fundina mbanda, we are talking about it, we are attacking one another. The prices of goods many will escalate. Last sungaro 1,500. This Ramadan, it's costing like $3,000. $500 in the last Ramadan. This Ramadan it cost $1,500. $10,000 last Ramadan. This Ramadan it's costing 20,000-30,000 Gambian dollars. We have this much serious issues many along we supposed to direct our energies onto these things rather than spending and directing our energies on issues many along in ordinary cases are not meant to be an issue at all. Non-issue. These are non-issues. But it's unfortunate that ning fly ko better beselan nimbake akwenyenal. But I want to let Ablai Sanyang IGP, I want to let IGP understand one thing. Niye political leader sol bula ila doku kono. He interfered with your work. Niye political sentiment bulandi ila do ko kono as the IGP, you are going to fail all the times. You are always going to fail. And I will say one thing here today. Molu kane deng politician olla. Ika funting, ika molu baneng, ika molu fawol neng. Dino la kuwa kamala. Abe ke kam banko kam fusangi saba sangi nani yenya kasila. Alakany video bela mole. You are seeing every single video, and especially this compiled video or clip may alonka share on so many social media platforms of this so-called imam insulting the other fellow imams. Many alonka they could even father him. Kafunting kawol neng, kawol fongolu fawol neng, kawol komo neng. Hani men fong man na follow ke neng. Wole manyan na kela. Wala sabong 𝒊𝒏𝒇𝒐𝒓𝒆 should be very, very careful. Imange politician ti. Imo security leti. Security le mula dokwati. Wadu fengo fe yalon ko mongo security lo. Alin kana son ka fe wala. Al Musa bodo sedi ala kumandi. Aliya Musa bodo sedi aliya diamondi. Ni Musa mansong aliya muda aliya samba Guinea-Bissau. Abota Guinea-Bissau. Ni Musa kate tamala Gambia la luwala. Musa kate be kelo fundin la Gambia banko kan dina kelo ntol mansula wala. Al Musa sedi Guinea-Bissau. Hanin video kanye memfo nante nyeng. Kia jele mbeda memfo kan nante kafoko na manson katama Gambia la luwala aliasen di Guinea-Bissau. Nain nanyi moy kafoko puriye Musa bodo sedi ya diamond. Nain nanyi moy next Friday, next kutubo. In fact, at the next kutubo fang batun. Sama so manda bebu la di nunglo kumani na fo kamera londaka. Abente nenale, abena alfal nenale, abawol fong la alfal nenale. Han men fong li la muso dina. Men fong li dingo dina like ndafang bidawon. Abawol fong benena. Abenna sato benena. Muna womo kairal diba. Alfa koto. Musunani bete bulo kono musunani. Ako dingo memba bulo kono ay dimu wan fensi la say. Dindingo memba kranka ngate bulo kono. Wol kati jibe mo kendolati. Ako way dindin tallu ni fensi la. Yamra manke masi bot. Sa yimbira atebe jiko men kono nante. Ateka ma nyame. Ninyin dindin tallu ni fen. Ala nyin demu wan ni fen. Ninyin be yata yala nyin jiko nyinta. Womanke extremist gamba katangolet. Nyinsi vale ka Boko Haram funden na. Nigeria fana na Boko Haram follow that ten. Mol men yalon ko ya kumase. Those are the people that they left. They did what they wanted to do until they succeeded in brainwashing every single child under their custody at a time. Now it becomes a nightmare for the whole Nigeria. Look at Nigeria today. Gambia Mansula Wasiva. Honey, until Mansula Wasiva. Though we have a decent religion, tolerance in the Gambia. Now also the Gambia Bangkoka. And I think we should be proud. We should be proud. We continue Gambia Bangkoka. We don't need people like that. Ali Adiamundi ala caution. Akita mo ali kumandi bali e caution. Saratu lebelare. Sako dino be sensitive nyame. Saratu lelbiye. Ni mo alfa neng me yalon eti amera wo musulu wallet. Mol bela alfa neng me yalon ka musano wallet. Monani wo keta Bangkoka wo bruha hasi ada Bangkoka yamera ko ita dunna nyola. Anu mo dumando wala Gambia because that's the only place that we have. That is the only comfort place that we have. At the end of the day, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, whoever you think you might be, at the end of the day, ila heart belongs to the Gambia. Wala asabung ni mari ilafta kada ka kontan. You buy your ticket and go home. You go and spend your holidays there. Nde mekacha danna jannato. Kal be kondong sungarola. Ramadan Mubarak to all. Alman na sungar siala. Na sungolu alma alay be muta. Na junbolu alma alay be kafarinya kila hormat. Be daniro fanan kila. Bawa safaro kasi anyim pejo to mo live program ke jambat ka safaro kala. Oto safaro fana tumando aka sele dul kanne. Tumando aka dul male. Tumando dul muka na safaro nyim fango. Ake kam fala fang. They hate to see it. So kawo mol be kalbe combine nyokan kalbe hako dani sunkaro la hormo kamala nyin karibu nyaaru hormo kamala nyin kamala kon bese dunga kono with the purest of the hearts ka hakol boy di nyoe ka jeko ngadu sunkaro kono cinema fonse dua fana ka fundi sunkaro kono cinema be batol min kala sunkaro kono fo ala se be mutanye na junubolu ala se kafarenye nga men kalamta men kalamta ay be kafarenye baraji kulu men bara la sungaro kono ala sa mutaka multiplying bake aning fana ka mo be encourage wala mo nyinte ko blessings men yalon ko be nyi sungaro nyum kono ba ko ni baraji kilinge sungaro kono is it seko la ma ko ni baraji kilinge je misal fe ye ku ka moye ka mari je ko mo ngo mari sungo nyinte ye mo la domoro soni andai wala yala suntera mo soni andai so ina mari be baraji kilin wala soto so it means ni te la sungo baraji o soto ye mo fana mako yo fana yala sungo te no kontanta wala ina be baraji kilin wala fana soto so it means ite tili kilin mo ye sungaro sunne sinya fula yalla wo mo blessing balat because ka sungo la baraji o fanya me wala sabu Allah does not assign anybody pour ka sungo la baraji o nyin safe fungo la ka safe directly so that shows how significant how important Ramadan is so kawo baraji sifal baraji ana wagala trickle nati sungaro kono janna ka bang ni semboyano yemu makoy ala sumude wo baraji fo damma mashallah so let's keep it up nze duanyo e ka je ko ngadu sungaro kono kayro kono Ramadan mubarak la baraka